Yeah, he's a fucking hound dog on that. I hope they fucking let him loose on.
Oh,
well, here's the thing. I'm not a fucking scientist either, but I am a fucking mildly autistic person who was obsessed with planes.
A place called Vertigo. The album none of us asked for. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to MKUsual.
Yep.
It's like MK Ultra, but more normal.
Big news. We're on Rumble now.
Big news.
Still on YouTube.
Curtis Braxdale was right.
Curtis Braxton was right. All the comedy's moving to Rumble. Still no strikes on YouTube. Other than the time we played Tiny Tim, slowed down. But
yeah.
I just thought, let's get us in front of some other faces.
Yeah.
So all 23 episodes.
I'm trying to do this for a living. So.
That's right. I'm trying to do it for a dime.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Why? You might as well. You know, it's a different audience. I feel like people. I've had a Rumble account for many years, but I feel like people who are on it probably spend a good amount of time on it and don't go.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Hi, welcome.
I'm a dry beater, and I'm trying to afford lotion so I can become a wet beater.
Please help us. Well, it's a cleaning out the mailbox day.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. It's everyone's favorite day of the week. This is when we're gonna start. Nick sends me a bunch of stuff
Constantly.
on Instagram. He's constantly sending me stuff.
I'm that friend. I am a meme.
He is a meme generating machine.
Well, there's literally, yeah, and also like I am.
You are the meme?
I am the meme. Yeah, like the person who sends you the fucking. I get reels from. There's like 4. I don't know. My life's a fucking meme.
He sends me great, and they're usually really good. I just have anxiety checking my Instagram stuff. I don't know why. I'm literally that lady from the advice thing a few weeks ago who can't pick up the phone, I guess.
Yeah.
Except for it's about looking at dick memes that my friends sent me, even though I'm fine calling them or talking to them in person. Anyway, so let's get it started. This is a video that you sent me just a few days ago.
Hey, Judy. How you doing? I'm from the press. I just had a quick question, if you don't mind.
What press? I'm
From a radio station in San Bernardino. I know there's a conspiracy about
I'm sorry.
the space shuttle. No, I want to be polite. Friendly. Just a question. So there's a lot of rumors about you being on that space shuttle. Obviously, you know, if you want to comment, we would really appreciate it.
Okay.
Do you know that conspiracy?
So that the Challenger didn't really crash.
Well, that none of the people were on it, and then they all.
None of the people were on it.
All of the astronauts. The conspiracy is that all the astronauts that they said were on it. They found people with identical. There's one guy.
This lady has the same name.
Yes, but every other astronaut they've found that started companies or became a professor with the same exact name, same birthday. So, you know, it's just.
Oh, that was like the payoff?
There's one guy. Well, who knows what actually happened? Like, I don't understand why.
Right.
Why they would do that. But it is just like a freaky ass coincidence, which is.
But there's people who look just like them with the same name.
Same names, same.
Similar
like,
professions, kind of?
Well, I don't remember the details of that, but like.
I think we should put a pin in this, and one day, when we have a topic day.
This would be a great topic.
I want to get into the Space Shuttle Challenger. Exploded the year I was born, baby.
Yeah.
The price of milk was 75 cents a gallon, and space shuttles were falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
You know, that in the last couple of years they released the audio tape because they didn't die when it exploded. They didn't die when it exploded. They were actually in communication. There's audio tape of them like going down and like hitting the ocean and stuff.
Well, that would be interesting. Maybe they survived it, but they needed a...
Yeah, that's why I feel like we should research it
That's
for a future, like a conspiracy
That's
show.
actually... Okay, all right.
Now the audio is not great. It's not like, oh, thank God we survived it. That's not what they're saying. Yeah, that's more of what they're saying. Okay, so I was unaware of this, that apparently the Space Shuttle Challenger might have been a conspiracy. Okay, next video, hypersonic missiles.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
U.S. to test hypersonic missile tonight, just after the election. That's crazy.
That was election night. I saw that.
That was us just flexing on Russia. Hypersonic missiles scare me.
I don't know. Yeah, that means they're like you would.
They're unshoot downable.
Yeah, they're going faster than the speed of sound, so you wouldn't.
Yeah.
It would hit, and then you would hear the sound of it approaching.
Russia and China have them, and we've been struggling to get ours off the ground. That must have been us flexing on election day. Like, whoever wins, we got the hypersonic missiles. I'm kind of, I'm not a huge fan of the military-industrial complex. Not a big, but you know what? If I was running the nation, and we had a big election, everyone was talking Civil War. I might launch a nuke.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, we got them. Just remember, whoever wins.
Right. And it was like, that means it was Biden doing it.
Yes, it was the Biden DOD.
Yeah.
Was it really Biden doing it? Was he like,
He's in a fucking
was he
ice
making
cream
these
coma and he's...
shrewd decisions?
Yeah.
Now that would scare me. If Biden's in charge directly of when we fire the hypersonic.
Yeah.
It's day number 120 of not having a president. Okay. That is interesting. Here's another one that you sent me this last Thursday. It's a dad.
Hey,
I can't believe the school thought
what's
this was
the question?
Do you think our 3-year-old at our church-sponsored preschool should be tracing and coloring the events of 9/11?
Oh my God.
With the plane.
With the smoke coming out of the... She has the appropriate response. There's nothing to color. Right? The buildings are already colored, and smoke is white.
The plane is colored in.
It's just...
I've just been staring at it in the kitchen. Oh, look, guys. Never forget.
That's wild.
This is this year. This is
July 31st.
The 9/11 Never Forget, I kind of could get as a coloring.
Do they
A
need-
3-year-old.
yeah,
It's
but
just like a patriotic...
You could put like love your family.
You could just do an American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know-
Dude, that's wild. I love how chill this family is.
Right.
Like, I can already tell their kid's gonna grow up right. That they're
Yeah.
just like laughing their ass off.
The kid's 3. Yeah, the kid's 3. He's like, I don't know.
The funniest thing to me about it is literally the picture of the planes and tower where literally all those things are white and black and gray, and it was already colored in. The kid is just like with a green crayon.
Need some yellow lines.
Oh my God. I bet they hung that on the fridge.
Oh, dude, I would keep that forever.
That's so funny.
That's like a high school graduation gift.
Oh yeah, your first coloring assignment.
Yeah.
9/11. What the fuck? Okay, that's all that needs to be said about this. Let's see here. The next one I had, is Michael Jackson still alive?
Have you ever
Okay,
seen this
interesting.
video of the coroner's van that supposedly had Michael Jackson's body in it that didn't know it was being filmed? This guy thought he was going to capture them wheeling him out, and instead, he captured this. Now, I was very skeptical when I first saw this, so I had to do what I do, and I did my investigative work. 127602. Remember that number. So what I did is I went and I scoured the internet, and I found actual news footage of a helicopter filming the body of Michael Jackson going into a coroner's van. And you'll never guess what I found. Let's take a look at that number. Do we remember? 127602. And just in case your memory is not good, helicopter garage 127602. Now for me, this isn't enough to just automatically assume he's still alive, but when you keep digging, you'll see. This guy's name is Dave, and he's supposedly even a friend of Michael Jackson's.
Dave sounds like something.
Have you ever heard him
Jackson
speak?
would name somebody.
And there were all these Paul McCartney records all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and, you know, this and that. 13 solo albums, solo appearances on TV shows. And there were all these Paul McCartney records all
Talking about the Beatles. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Tupac might still be alive. I've seen some videos of a guy.
You
who's-
showed me some Tupac stuff. The guy in
Yeah.
Jamaica?
I can't. It was like, yeah, somewhere in like Caribbean or Jamaica. He's got like dreads now, and his beard's gray, and like sounds exactly like him. He's a rapper. Looks like him. The video I saw, they like his like, you know, little mannerisms
Yeah.
about how he like throws up his hands or like makes certain movements. They like show videos of like side by side videos.
I'm just trying to
pretty
think about
uncanny.
I'm trying to think about the coroner truck thing. Like, that would, I mean, who gets out of the back of a coroner truck with their, like an EMT wouldn't.
Hey,
Like, who gets out like with their head covered like that?
right?
And then that really was the same license plate. Stuff like that trips me out, dude.
So the guy, where the they knew it was obviously someone who worked there. When did Michael Jackson die?
2007?
10 years ago? 15? Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'll Google it.
It looked like that person had a camera, like a digital camera, not because like a cell phone.
2009.
Maybe that person had a cell phone.
Would have been
that
paparazzi.
Yeah. But they knew, they had seen that on the news. They knew he was dead.
If it's a cell phone, it would have had to been like first generation iPhone.
Yeah.
It was probably paparazzi with a camera.
Yeah,
A hidden
they were
camera.
obviously hiding behind a fence. They knew that that's where the coroner van would go.
But to fake something like that, you would have to have that license plate,
Yes.
which is on that coroner's van.
Yeah. That implies that a lot of people would have to be involved, or like the right people.
Could he be in like witness protection?
That's possible. He definitely,
Because that's the level of shit you would have to get the government involved, right?
right.
Here's another thing. This is one of my first thoughts. Conrad Murray, Michael Jackson's doctor, was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in 2011 for his death. So that would mean that the government would have to be in on faking his death, then put a guy in prison for 4 years for a guy who didn't die. Well, he served 2 years out of his 4-year sentence. So there would have to be a really compelling...
A big fucking story.
There'd have to be a big story for the government to help a rich dude fake his death, then put a prominent doctor in jail for 2 years, and put him through all those years of the trial, and then put him on probation. And then the doctor would have every reason in the world, unless there's something real big going on, to come out and say, I can't be convicted because he's not dead.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's just very. I kind of agree with the guy in the video. Not enough, but like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
And he's obviously implicated in like Michael Jackson had all the, the kid stuff, all the accusations, and then now all this stuff coming out now. It's like, is the same people, the same types of people,
Yeah.
like entertainment, and like maybe I feel like Prince was aware of this stuff too. He kind of died in a sus way, and like I feel like he would have said something about it. I don't know. Like Michael Jackson was also like very traumatized by his
Family,
his
upbringing,
whole
his
life.
whole life. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, just like couldn't have it anyway.
Yeah, just wow. I don't know. Maybe that's another dead celebrities might be a good topic day.
Yeah.
Might be a good conspiracy. We want to do a conspiracy day kind of, or like just an interesting topic that I'd actually be more interested in. Well, first maybe just we can combine the Challenger and Michael Jackson. Look, let's just get to the bottom of this.
I mean, yeah.
All right, here's another one that you sent me. It looks like it's going to be about chemtrails.
It is.
One of my patients is a producer in Hollywood. 2 years ago, he received a task from Disney to go over and edit all the old Disney movies to put into the scenes of the sky these stripes.
So, when people see a Disney movie
Also wenn
today
dann die Leute einen Disney-Film schauen
und
heutzutage,
sagen, well, Klinghardt, du sagst Klinghardt, dass diese Streifenbildung erst in den letzten Jahren so schlimm geworden ist.
and then for example, people say today, well, Klinger, you're talking about these stripes.
Okay. So what's the implication? The implication is that they're
reverse propaganda.
Yeah, it's like what do they call it when the media does stuff to get you predictive programming?
Predictive programming.
It's like
Yeah.
reductive programming. I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Now I'm like, because there's got to be people out there who have like an old VHS copy, and you could find it and then watch the one now, go buy a new DVD or stream it and see. It's almost like a manufactured Mandela effect. Like, oh, I don't remember Snow White having, I don't remember the Little Mermaid having chemtrails.
Right. Well, that's just odd.
Yeah.
Here's a news story about it.
I mean, Disney was like famous for doing military propaganda in the beginning. So it's not like they've like probably ever stopped, you know.
So the claim is that Disney paid a German artist $60 million to add chemtrails to the sky in old movies to trick viewers into believing that the presence of chemtrails in the sky is natural and has always been there. It's accompanied by a video which we just partially saw of Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt, a Georgian language Facebook Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt. This is one of those myth-busting sites that says it's part of a conspiracy theory, therefore obviously wrong.
Yeah. Which I'll find this document and we'll show it. I have it on one of my phones.
Okay.
Of around like the Project Mockingbird era. There was a document. It was basically like an AP. What do they call it? Like a bulletin. They put it out. They created the word conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
To discredit people's inquiry.
That word is a conspiracy.
Yes, it's literally a fucking meta conspiracy to discredit people's inquiry about the Warren Report after the JFK assassination. They like were trying to discredit. I found it on the CIA website. I have the fucking PDF on one of my phones. I'll fucking find it.
Chemtrails in Disney movies. That's wild, dude. They say one of them is called Plain Crazy, a 1928 Mickey Mouse short that they added a chemtrail to that. That's
Like, how many fucking Disney movies have planes in them?
yeah, that's kind
Or
of
are they putting
odd.
them behind Aladdin's fucking
Well, yeah, that
carpet?
doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, this might be a crazy dude, but it's
Yeah.
also the type of shit that I could.
It's hard to verify, but it's easy to believe too for me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah.
the chemtrail thing to me is one of those where I tend to not, in the past, I tended to be very, very, very extremely skeptical of it. Then I learned about all the weather modification programs. And then once you learn that, it's hard not to notice how different the contrails are on planes, you know what I mean? And I'm not a scientist, I can't. But it's...
Yeah, I'm not a scientist either. I am.
It's also one of those things, like, think about how hard they fight you on, like, fluoride in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or arsenic. There's a lot of chemicals in our water.
Chlorine,
So that's going to be one of those that if it ever...
tampon juice.
If it ever does
Xanax.
yeah, that's true. That's the stuff we add to the water. But if it ever comes out that they're adding antidepressants to the water, or they got zinc falling from the sky or some shit, I don't know what they allege is in the chemtrails, or even that if it's just
Aluminum.
weather stuff. Yeah. I mean, one, that'd be like a humanitarian disaster if we're all breathing in.
Yep.
But I don't know, look around you. Look how people act.
Fucking chronic diseases.
Well, you know what? We're going to find out with RFK now. If chemtrails are a real thing.
He'll be, yeah, he's a
probably-
fucking hound dog on that. I hope they fucking let him loose on.
Oh, on
Well,
food?
here's the thing. I'm not a fucking scientist either, but I am a fucking mildly autistic person who was obsessed with planes. I had encyclopedias of all the fucking types of planes ever. I would look up in the sky. I would try to fucking stare at the sun with binoculars looking for planes. I literally had fucking my grandpa's binoculars, and I would follow planes in the sky and then like look for them at night, and I would watch the fucking blinking lights go, and like, oh, that's probably going to Denver. It's going, you know, I would sit outside with my grandpa and we'd do this shit. So like,
Yeah. And you live near an airfield.
well, when I was growing up, I lived like there was no other pollution out there.
Right.
Middle of Kansas, no major city for an hour and a half in any direction. No city over
No real light pollution.
15,000 people. No light pollution. You could see the Milky Way from horizon to horizon.
That's awesome.
I would be looking at planes my whole life, trying to identify them. Oh, that's a fucking. There was this one time these two F4 planes flew over the lake when we were on the lake, like very low. So I just like I've always like been looking up at the sky. I don't remember that shit when I was a kid.
Okay. So you think they're at least somewhat newer, like 9/11 times? Is that the allegation, kind of?
Well, I think it's been like a slow. It's like boiling. It's like they fucking say, how do you cook a frog? You put it in cold water and turn up the heat slowly.
So maybe they're doing more and more because they figure out what works.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. At some point it was experimental, but if it works, then they like need to develop the technology and like manufacture it, and then get the right people in place to like
Right.
perpetuate. Yeah, and then it just like gradually over time, people don't notice it. So I don't know. I definitely think it's big sus. It's sus.
It's big sus. Here's a question for you. Do you remember sending me this? Is this any good?
Oh yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do two ladies. 1, 2, 3, go.
Let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Would you rather get $5 million or cancer?
What's the cash with the 5 mil?
Straight to your bank account, $5 million or cancer.
What's the cash for cancer?
You get cancer.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. 5 mil, I guess.
Same.
We don't have to show
Oh, it took me a minute to get it.
That's not why I said that to you.
I love a good would you rather. We play that at the bar a lot.
Well, but I said it because you were like, it was about a sketch that we wanted to do about.
Yeah, I know.
Something,
I know.
okay,
No, yeah. But
no spoilers.
that's wild.
And she's like
It's just a
pissed.
drunk person.
Yeah. It has nothing. It's obviously a fucking misogynistic joke, but
I was like, I thought they were gonna add something. And then I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still pretty fucking funny.
just
The look on that dude's face.
Well, the look on her face when he's like, "What's the catch with
He's like,
cancer?" She's
cancer.
Like, he had cancer.
Also, though, I gotta give it to her. Like,
Curveball.
that's kind of funny.
True.
That's kind of funny to like mess with a guy like that, especially if he's trying to mess with you
Oh,
for
yeah,
content.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I think she might be.
She might be 40
fucking-
chest him.
Yeah, I think she 40. I honestly, the more I think about it, I think she 40 chest him. Because that's hilarious. Because it makes you look stupid. Because you're like,
Yeah.
what's the catch? And you're like,
$5 million?
nothing. Cancer, nothing. He's like, $5 million. She's like, yeah, me too.
Excuse me.
That was pretty funny.
I'm sorry for who I am as a person. Don't show them my internet crush.
Okay, I won't. I will not. I will not. I got the final one here though. I got the final one. This is about Alaska.
My sweet angel.
Cause what the fuck do y'all got going down in Alaska? I mean, look at this shit. Homicide rates by county, Alaska's beat fucking red. Most rapes, Alaska. Violent crime in general, Alaska is fucking black. Suicide deaths per 100,000, once again, fucking Alaska dark blue. Most incest, once again, Alaska is a fucking black void. Most STDs, you're seeing pink, you're seeing magenta, Alaska dark fucking purple. Number of homeless per capita, once again, Alaska dark blue. Most sex offenders per capita. Once again, Alaska is at number 1. It doesn't matter what it is. If there is a bad thing that happens in the world, Alaska is top 5 guaranteed. Nah, Alaska is down sad, bro. Y'all are dead ass living in fucking Gotham. Actually, scratch that. This shit is worse than Gotham. Cause this is Gotham City with no Batman. And possibly worst of all, Alaska has no black people. This shit is not gang violence. Alaska is just full of insane people. Alaska gotta be run by Diddy himself because this place is cooked all the way through. There is no saving it. Cause what the
I love the way that he talks. Like that's just like actually that's like interesting to me.
Yeah.
That Alaska is. I just like how it's like
Alaska's run
number
by
1 in
Diddy.
pedophile, not chill, bro. Cooked all the way through. Number 1 in murder. They down bad, dog. What's the deal with Alaska? I mean, that's where I'd move if I was gonna kill people.
Yeah, dude. There's like more wilderness land up there than anywhere in the country.
Is Alaska like affluent, or is it just like
I think the
a
cities
giant
are
cold Appalachia?
pretty much like north of the coastline. Like the little fucking dangler that they got. Where all the cities are.
We don't talk or think enough about Alaska or Hawaii.
Right.
I feel like Hawaii gets talked a lot as like a vacation place.
My dad they went on a cruise to like go watch glaciers melt or something.
Yeah, I had a grandma who went and went on an Alaska cruise.
Yeah. He
Saw
might
a
have
whale.
went fishing. Yeah, they might have tried to go see some whales.
It would be interesting to see that part of the world, see the Northern Lights, but what is going on
What are the
in Alaska?
What are the people doing there?
What are you doing up there, Alaska?
Oil, maybe, but like they got all the gold.
Maybe there's a lot of like roughneck, you know what I mean? And there's like a lot of opportunity to kill people on like a boat or like a snowdrift or there's like a blizzard. If you were a sexual predator, Alaska might be a nice place to retire. Be far away from everybody. I often think of where I would retire. Alaska's cooked, bro. That's hilarious. I might follow that
They're
guy.
down sad. Not down bad.
They're down sad. I love that. There's just something about the
empathize.
intellectualism
Yeah.
to like go look up all these stats, and then the way you present it.
Is just the guy who works at a gas station.
He just went down a fucking Alaska rabbit hole one night.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there.
He just started. It's like, hey, bro, you ever been to Alaska? He's like, yeah, my cousin lives up there. He said it's a fucking crazy. And yeah,
And he's like, ugh. Shit is crazy. Well, I learned something new about Alaska.
cousin lives up there. Said he fucks trout. It's a big fish fucking.
I bet there's a lot of fish fucking up there. What else are you gonna fuck? All right, scoreboard, chemtrails, real. Michael Jackson, alive. Who else is alive? The Challenger lady. All of them.
Judith Resnick and the rest of them.
Alive. Kids. Drawing 9/11. Hypersonic missiles. Biden's got them. What else have we learned here? We learned Alaska. Down sad.
Well done. That place is
Women. 4D chess. Kitchen. I think that's it. I think that's everything we watched.
Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty successful episode. I'm caught up. I'm caught up for now. God, who knows? In 3 days, I'll have 30 more videos. Just give you shit. I love that. I consider that a sign of friendship, to share things. Like, you want to laugh together.
It's like, I thought of you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I send memes to Aaron Scarborough. He hates it.
He hates it?
Yeah, he said, don't do that. He said, you talk to me more than I would prefer.
That's really what he said?
Yeah. He was just talking about...
Aaron Scarborough, baby.
He was just talking about sending him memes on... But I send him fucking 9/11 memes and, like, communist propaganda and shit. Like, I'm trying to, like, relate to the guy.
Did you say communist propaganda?
Yeah.
Aaron Scarborough, no birthday. I love to say people's birthdays on the
He
show.
has always existed.
He has just always existed.
I sent him a meme.
January 11th.
Barack Obama digging up Karl Marx out of his grave, but it was like Lisa Frank colors and like...
Yeah, something's wrong with us. We're not okay. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Rumble, YouTube, whatever. If you follow us on one, go follow us on the other.
Yeah.
Just do your homies a favor, or you might end up in Alaska. I'm gonna Alaska your ass. Anyway, any final thoughts?
No, I gotta pack for Alaska. Getting out of here.
Deuces.
Deuces. We love you.